You do not confuse the two. Otherwise, it can be unfair dismissal.
My name is Liaw, employment lawyer and the principal of Liaw Chambers.
Now, why is it important for us to distinguish whether it's a performance issue or a misconduct? Why is it important for us to distinguish? Because the elements that you need to prove these things to justify in court is different, and the way that you investigate or you deal with these two things is different. So for poor performance, you need to prove things such as you have informed this employee what is the standard or what is the work expected of this employee. He fails to perform to the standard expected. You give him support to help him achieve the standard expected, and he still continues to fail to achieve the standard expected. Then only he is a poor performer. So these are the steps that you need to take. Yes, the elements that you need to show to the court that the steps that you have taken to address this issue before you can terminate this employee for poor performance, which is totally different with misconduct. Misconduct, you do not warn, you do not give chance to improve, you do not wait for him to improve, etc. It's totally different steps that you need to take, totally different elements that you need to show to the court. For misconduct, you need to show two things. Number one, that you have inquired the misconduct, due inquiry. You investigated the misconduct. So for example, if an employee is complained by another employee for, let's say, sexual harassment. For me, this is a misconduct case. For misconduct case, what you should do, you should go and issue a show cause letter. You should ask the accused employee to explain himself. Now, after the employee explains himself, you then only impose a punishment. Now, the punishment must be proportionate to the misconduct, meaning you can only give a punishment that is equal level to the misconduct. So a very serious misconduct deserves a serious punishment, let's say termination, but a small misconduct cannot be punished with a harsh punishment such as dismissal. Perhaps you need to go by a warning letter, demotion, and other punishment. So you can see that conceptually it's totally different. Poor performance is about telling him you're not performing, this is the standard expected, giving him support to come to the standard expected. Whereas misconduct is you need to do inquiry, either by show cause, domestic inquiry, and then after that impose a punishment that is proportionate. So that is very important as employers or as HR practitioners that you first be very clear what just cause are you using to terminate this employee. Is it a performance issue or is it a misconduct issue? You don't mistaken a performance issue and they terminate it and saying that it's a misconduct. Then you would have been found to have unfairly dismissed or wrongfully dismissed this employee. So you are very clear, this employee, I am saying that he is a poor performer, I'm not saying he committed misconduct. Then you do the poor performance things. But if in your mind you say that no, this employee committed a misconduct, then you take the misconduct steps. You do not confuse the two. Otherwise, it can be unfair dismissal.